Okay, guys, it's time for another SpongeBob episode that I'll be ranting on. Yes, guys, it's another SpongeBob episode that I hate. This time it's on Picture Day. So, let's get this started. Cue the intro, please. Hey guys, this is Jonathan's Media Shack here again, and today, here's my review slash rant on Picture Day from season 5. Excuse me. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. So basically, what the plot's about, it's SpongeBob waking up in the morning and he's getting ready for Boning Picture Day. That means he's gotta look his best. He gets up and he does his routine that includes brushing his teeth with crayons rather than using a toothbrush and a toothpaste, putting on his socks and getting dressed. And as he leaves, he picks up a piece of seaweed. He picks up a piece of seaweed that gets stuck on his shirt, and then it gets all sticky. Yeah, after when he walks out, it gets all sticky on him, and a piece of seaweed gets on his shirt and gets all sticky on him. Gets all sticky on him, and he's like, "Oh, okay, no problem. I'll go find another clothes to wear." But instead of finding another clothes, he does the same thing. Lather, rinse, repeat. And he goes back outside and he tries to say his best, but he is dumped in a garbage truck and he gets all dirty and he gets laughed by Squidward. And lather, rinse, repeat. He goes back and does the same routine all over again for the second time. He leaves, but much more cautiously, and he has a run-in with teenagers and ketchup. He manages to duck. Like, wow. Yep, after when some guy warned about the teenagers and he gets squirted. He gets licked. Let's just say that. Licked. When I say licked, I really mean getting hit by a balloon filled with ketchup. Yeah, those troublemaking teenagers, I should say, are throwing balloons that are made out of ketchup. And SpongeBob's like, "Please don't squirt ketchup on me. I got picture day." And he's like, "Oh, let me help you with your makeup." Yeah, sorry about that, guys. And then SpongeBob manages to escape, but gets squirted. And the old man's like, "Horse shit, I missed." And lather, rinse, repeat. This time, yeah, he does the same routine like for the third time, I should say. And he uses sponge gloss in an effort to stay tidy. And as he gets closer to boning school, SpongeBob's like, "Yes, I'm almost there, and I'm still clean and very shiny." But then something happens. The man that's driving in a truck goes blind and then the sponge gloss gets washed away by a truck full of water, and more trucks crash and comes over, but this time with stamps. And SpongeBob eventually gets dirty all over again with oatmeal and glue. SpongeBob then takes a shower for the fourth time, and Patrick's like, "Hi, SpongeBob," and SpongeBob's like, "Patrick, do you mind? I want a little privacy." And Patrick comes in with a jar full of jelly. He eats it, and Patrick's like, "Well, looks like my problem is solved." SpongeBob had an idea. He hides in a jar and he successfully gets to boarding school right on time. However, okay, now this is where it's starting to get. Now this is the part where it pisses me off. Patrick forgets the reason why he came to school, thinks that it's jelly, and takes him over to the table where his peanut butter taco is. Are you kidding me? You mean to tell me that Patrick forgot what he was doing and he thought SpongeBob was jelly, and now all of a sudden he's gonna dump him in his peanut butter taco? Like what fucking idiot would do something like that? My God. And SpongeBob tries to convince Patrick that he's not jelly, but Patrick doesn't listen, and he gets that shit peanut butter taco all over SpongeBob. He's like, "SpongeBob, get the fuck out of my taco!" And SpongeBob cries about it. Yeah, SpongeBob literally cries after getting peanut butter and taco shells all over him. And eventually SpongeBob is now all dirty again. Patrick soon will call the reasons and watches SpongeBob. And SpongeBob then reveals the truth to Patrick why the day for him was very important, which it is, that someday he'll graduate from school. And he doesn't want to be remembered as a guy in peanut butter and taco shells. And then he bursts into tears. And then Mrs. Pop's like, "Oh, there you are. Sorry about that, guys. Just ignore it." Mrs. Pop grabs SpongeBob and Patrick licks the taco. Which is, Patrick's star. What a fucking idiot Patrick is in that episode. Especially what he did to SpongeBob. What a fucking idiot Patrick Star is. Sorry about that, guys. Just ignore the background. Sorry about earlier. Yeah. And as Mrs. Pup grabs SpongeBob, this guy comes in and takes a picture of a girl. But then Mrs. Pup comes and the girl leaves. Yeah. And Mrs. Pup's like, "Here's the last one. Now, SpongeBob, give a nice big smile to the cameraman." And SpongeBob's like, "Can I go home and change first?" And the cameraman's like, "There is no way we have time for that. Now it's time to take your picture." And SpongeBob still cries about it, and he gets cleaned up by the picture man. And the cameraman, and SpongeBob still doesn't stop crying. He just continue on crying, and he's like, the cameraman's like, "Why the hell are you still crying? A winner doesn't cry like that." And he gives him like a outfit to wear, and he's like, "Perfect. Now you are looking like a millionaire." And SpongeBob still cries. This is coming to a point where SpongeBob's crying really starts to piss me off. the most. I don't know what pisses me off the most in this episode. Patrick's stupidity or SpongeBob's crying. And Mrs. Puff's like, SpongeBob, just shut the fuck up already so we can get this over with. And he brought in something like important for SpongeBob and him to smile. He grabs a fake teeth thing and yeah, he puts it on SpongeBob's mouth and he's like, now it's time to say cheese. And SpongeBob says, cheese. Yeah. And he got his picture taken. He looks at the yearbook who was surrounded by real humans, like in real life with teeth exactly like SpongeBob's. Yeah, and he's like, wow, I don't look so bad after all. And that's basically what the whole plot for the whole entire episode is. I'll explain the next part on part 2, so part 2 will be in session.